How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today going to be showcasing a 100% Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken as well as Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Of course, if you haven't seen the most recent episode of Dragon Ball Super, we had an absolutely incredible transformation for Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Unfortunately, we currently do not have a Goku Gi Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. We have a Whis Gi, but not Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken or Super Saiyan Blue. It's not Goku Gi. That's the one that, of course, I am talking about. And I've gone over this multiple times, but I do strongly believe that the STR Super Saiyan Blue Goku is going to awaken into the Kaioken times 20 Goku. But I hope you guys are having a great day, as always. And if you do enjoy today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new. And again, in a few days, we are going to be getting some V-Jump leaks, potentially today even, depending on... I don't know how the process works, but depending on how soon certain people get a hold of the particular V-Jump magazine that is going to be coming out this month, we could be getting some information, regarding the World Tournament, regarding the World Tournament, the Tournament of Power. That is definitely a possibility, and I don't even know what items I'm running here. What are my items? You know what? It's fine. We got this. We have a few healing items. We have a pretty strong squad. And we have both of them together, funnily enough. But I believe that Kaioken Goku, yeah, he does have a higher defensive stat in this particular situation. And super attacks all around. Awesome. Still trying to find that last Goku Deep, which I'm going to hopefully be able to pull from the Bojack banner when he eventually comes to the global side of the game. I'm just so excited for the end of the month. We have fighters dropping. We have the 30th anniversary. And I went back and looked at some of my older videos. And the actual, the actual celebration dropped on the 26th or 28th of the month, if I'm not mistaken. The year before that, I believe it had dropped at the start of February. So around that period of time, we will be able to get, or the start of the celebration will start at the very least. And I just accidentally clicked on Audacity there. My apologies. But yeah, definitely expect something to happen towards the end of the month. But it's just so exciting to see all of these Dragon Ball games coming out. We have the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super. Of course, we have... We have the Tournament of Power. We have fighters dropping at the end of the month. We have the 30th anniversary dropping as well. I'm really hoping that they are going to incorporate some sort of PvP mode. Even if it's just co-op where you can play with your friends, you don't necessarily have to go up against each other. But as long as they add some sort of mode where we can actually play with our friends, that is a great step in the right direction. And of course, he does share shocking speed here with the Whis and super attacks pretty much for the main units of his team. And I need to show you guys the units. Of course, they are at 100%. So Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, attack plus 100%, and it reduces the attack and defense of extreme types by 20%. Main attack links are going to be Super Saiyan and Fierce Battle. And of course, Warrior Gods is there as well. But does he share that with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken? He does share that with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. So that is why they do make a decent partnership on this team. And I went for additionals instead of crits. And the reason why is because he benefits greatly from that super attack mechanic. Of course, every single time that he super attacks, he gets an even bigger attack increase. So hopefully in this video, I will be able to demonstrate that. And then, of course, we have Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, who has one of the best link sets in the game. Over in a flash, shocking speed, and prepared for battle, Fierce Battle, Super Saiyan, Warrior God, incredible link set overall, especially for this team. The thing that lets him down the most is the fact that his passive is a flat out increase instead of being a percentage increase, which kind of diminishes the amount of potential he has in the potential system. And to quickly show you guys the increase that he gets, it is a 20,000 attack increase and 10,000 defense. The defensive stat isn't so bad, because it still can get to a relatively high point. But when it gets to... wow. Are you kidding me right now? Well, when it gets to the attack stat, that is what definitely lowers his potential there. Alright, Goku. My boy Goku. Still one of my favorite units in the game. And I thought I was about to get an additional super attack there, but nothing there. And I just thought about it, but the majority of the units on this team are actually at 100%. I'm not running my best possible team here. Of course, if I was, I would have Ella Black and Zamasu, possibly even Merge Masu. I don't tend to run the Agility Goku on this team. But he is still pretty solid, nonetheless. And yeah, it's definitely more beneficial to go with this because We have my boy Ultra Instincts at the end there. Passive not active, but he still does get a defensive increase, if I'm not mistaken. We have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. 30% chance to get an additional super attack, so hopefully that happens once in this video. Okay, nothing just yet. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken should be able to tank these hits. And one thing I forgot to mention is that he does have a restriction, and he also lowers your health every single time that he super attacks, which is a bit of a shame, but he can kind of make up for that with the tanking, so it's a double-edged sword, really. He does hit relatively hard as well. But now this is where Ultra Instinct passive is active. Right, you know what? So let's kind of chance it with the Whis here, because the Whis can lower attack and stun. And then let's go forward with the GOKU. Wait, can he... I always forget that he can't stun against these stages, but at the very least we did lower the attack of the GOKU. And the exact same thing happened with Gogeta here. But no dodge. Okay, but at the very least we did manage to tank there. And if we super attacks GOKU, we will be fine, especially because we just finished lowering attack of Whis and it doesn't even matter. It's crazy to see how they made certain units just completely irrelevant. It's like, oh, you think you can stun this unit and make the use of some of your, the units that aren't necessarily that great. No, you have the wrong idea. That's not how it's going to work here. Okay, and who do you have here? Super Saiyan... Why not Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta? Well, technically we do in this rotation. I was kind of referring to the boss a bit more. But the issue with the team is the fact that the Ultra Instinct Goku isn't awakened, so we aren't getting that much ki. Overall, we are getting 4 ki. And because Vegeta's main link is prepare for battle, they aren't really showing too many ki links overall. Even if we put the Kaioken Goku with the Beerus, he is only getting that shocking speed link. But to be fair, if I put the Kaioken Goku in the middle, I probably would have been able to super attack, but kind of late for that now. Well, the super attack with Whis, okay. And a super attack with Ultra Instinct as well. But honestly, it's a fun team to run. Of course, the main units I'm going to be showing off in the video, or I am showing off in the video, are going to be that Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. But together, Vegeta does hit the harder, well, hit of the two, Vegeta is going to hit the hardest, and it mostly comes down to the fact that he has a percentage passive instead of a flat-out, attack increase, like the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Vegeta's kind of struggling to super attack here, and we are going to get a Dokkan mode. Well, there we go, a Dokkan mode with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. And it's kind of a shame that we aren't super attacking as consistently as I would have liked. Okay then, no Dokkan mode for Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. And to be fair, this isn't that really... it's not that good of a demonstration for how a super attack mechanic works, because he didn't super attack the first time, so it's just kind of like, yeah, it's whatever. Right, let's go with Ultra Instinct here. No super attack for Beerus again. And nothing for Whis, but he does have a chance to stun. Can I get the Dokkan mode? Passive is active, so this should pretty much be a one-shot. And then we can move on to the next stage. That's 1, 2... Of course I missed. It was going that slow and I missed. I clicked too fast because I thought it was going too fast, but it didn't in the end. And I'm just going to quickly grab my drink while this happens. And there we go. 3 million damage. Now moving on to the STR stage. And we have Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Can we... Honestly... I mean, when it comes to a rotation like this, we have no issue super attacking, so I think I'm going to separate them and just keep them in separate rotations, because it most likely will work out better that way, I'm hoping. That's the first super attack. As long as we can get consistent super attacks off, it's not going to be an issue. And I think I've shown them off well enough together at this point anyway, and they are both going to super attack here, so it's fine. But to be fair, Vegeta's attack stat isn't that much higher than Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken's, and one of the main factors there is the fact that Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken does have a better 12 ki multiplier. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken has a 12 ki of 150%, whereas the Vegeta has a 12 ki multiplier of 140. And did I use an item yet? I didn't even have to use an item yet, surprisingly. Okay, I may have to here, just in case. I don't want to risk dying, and I'm pretty certain that So once Ultra Instinct Goku's passive activates, it's active for 7 turns. So it should still be active at this point, unless my health wasn't on. Yes, it's definitely active here. With the attack stat being that high, 100%. And we get the additional super attack. Keep in mind that Kaioken Goku also has a Kaioken type mechanic. So every time that he super attacks, he gets stronger and stronger. And that's one thing that people tend to overlook. But of course, my Ultra Instinct is at 100%. So, I mean, it's still kind of impressive that he can hit this hard. But, you know, without even being awakened. So I'm curious to see what he is going to be like once he gets his full power, essentially. Would be nice to get a few additional super attacks here, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but either way, are we going to get Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta next turn? Yeah, I think we are, to be fair. It definitely is looking like it. So he's done. And the issue with getting an additional super attack with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, I kind of touched on it earlier, is the fact that he lowers your attack, and that's every single time that you super attack. So super attacking twice, that is 10% of your health gone, which is a massive, like, decrease. Damn. Such a shame that Super Saiyan Blue, or Super Saiyan God, doesn't have Prepare for Battle. Of course, the STR one does, but the agility one does not have that, unfortunately. And this UI Goku doesn't have that many potential system buffs, but by the looks of it, his passive kind of went off there, I think. Is this going to be enough to take him out? Additional! And we get the additional normal attack. I don't know why, but the majority of the time, the additional attacks are supposed to be super attacks. But, I mean, it's just RNG, right? But the majority of the time, for me, anyway, they tend to be normals. But at the start of the game, they were mostly super attacks, but now it's just kind of like, nah. You can, like, chill for a little. We're just going to give you the normal attacks for now. Well, I mean, it's fine. I mean, the normal attack did allow me to get past that stage regardless. And I'm hoping that this is good enough to take him out. And it's not. Of course, the, and I just realized that the Ultra Instinct in the other rotation was my one, so probably why he was hitting that hard. But the Fist Battle Link was not active there for Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. And one thing that I did notice is that Super Saiyan God Goku can outdamage Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken if the Fist Battle Link is not active. And I know that's not exactly realistic, but it just shows you how much of a decrease in potential there is, especially when it comes to the potential system, if you have a flat-out attack increase instead of a percentage increase. My Goku isn't even at 100% yet, so that was quite a way to go, as well as a potential awakening with the 3rd year anniversary. Right, you know what, let's finish things off with, well, let's finish things off with Goku, because why not? Kind of wanted to finish things off with Kaioken, but it works either way. How much is this going to hit for? Nothing. Nothing. He's definitely the better tank of the two. Oh, I mean, it's kind of debatable, because Kaioken Goku does have a higher defensive stat, but you have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta with a debuff, and he's about 10k away in terms of defensive stats from Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. I'll quickly show you guys. So 33,000 and 43,000, so about 10k. But Vegeta does have that debuff, so let's just see how well he can tank here. And I could have pulled off the super attack there, I've just realized, but I don't know why, but my mind wanted to prioritize Ultra Instinct Goku there. Okay, so he takes a bit more damage than Kaioken Goku, but it literally is such a minimal amount, so it won't make that much of a difference overall. I think he maybe would have been able to tank those hits a bit better, but then again, I believe Cooler does greatly lower your defense, and of course once he greatly lowers your defense, you're going to be tanking the hits a bit worse. So let's put Kaioken Goku here just to test a few things out, but I think it's pretty obvious that Kaioken Goku will be able to tank a bit better, but let's find out. Yeah, double digit. It's no surprise really, but again, because we are in a meta where it doesn't really make that much of a difference, well, it's not that important for your units to tank. It's kind of just like a side thing that people don't really think about, which is understandable. But who knows? We may be entering a new meta where offensive or defensive abilities are going to be important, and the passive is now active here. And we are about to get triple super attacks, and this is going to be a nice test for Vegeta's debuffing abilities. And I'm going to heal up just in case. The passives will still be active for Ultra Instinct because once it activates, doesn't matter if you heal or not, it still stays active for the 7 turns. But can we tank? Well, we're tanking the hits, fine. Just a matter of dodging like that. Thank you, Kaioken, or Ultra Instinct. I almost said Kaioken there. How much is going to hit for? 1.2 million. And we get the dodge again. And we did get a bit of a defensive increase from the bomber item that I just used. So I'm curious to see how well my Vegeta will be able to tank it on top of the debuff. And there we go. That is the super attack mechanic in play. Went up by around, I want to say 100k or close to 100k. Nothing too crazy, but you can see how multiple super attacks can definitely affect his attack stat at the very least. We are going to get a super attack off with Ultra Instinct. And now we are most likely going to finish things off with this particular rotation. You know what, let's activate the first battle link for the Kaioken Goku. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video as always. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. And I want you guys to talk about in the comment section down below what you think is going to be coming for the 3rd year anniversary. Personally, I think it's pretty obvious. Just Jiren, Ultra Instincts, maybe the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta form, God Goku Awakenings. Just so many potential things that could come, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day as always, and I will see you all in the next one.